Apologies. Welcome to the Evening Rush 90.3 Voice of the People, 11:20 minutes past 7 o'clock. This is where Nigeria's finest conversation takes place every evening. So without much ado, let's take you straight to the hot topics that we have. Did I say my name is Precious Enyi?
You didn't say
and
that.
this show is produced by...
I promise, Lagos. Welcome to the show today.
Okay, so let's get straight to the conversation. On our first hot topic this evening, appeal court judge accused of taking bribes to uphold Dapo Abiodun's election slumps dies during promotion to Supreme Court.
And this says Sanusi seeks NNPC's audit, saying president shouldn't be Petroleum Minister.
All right. PDP, NNPP, 5 other parties form coalition to collect power from APC. And then, and she said that about Sanusi saying that. And then, hey, just so you know, 12 killed, others injured in fresh herdsmen attacks on Benue communities. And then we also have the story about the exit of PNG, that is Procter & Gamble, from Nigeria, as we hear that Nigeria has lost over 310 billion naira investment as PNG and other companies exit Nigeria. Investors who cherish rule of law running away from Nigeria, says Aido Peterside, Lagos. These are the hot topics that we have this hour. Let's take a quick breather and then begin to dissect the conversation one at a time. I just saw you know on Monday, Thursday, Tonic is in the house. Thursday delights. Monday, Thursday delight.
He's so calm.
Have fun, Mr. Darlington.
Mr. Darlington is so chill today.
It will shock you when it starts. It will shock you.
Pretty precious.
This one that
he can't even talk. Pretty precious.
Yeah, well done. No.
All right.
You know, when you're in the midst of ladies, you behave yourself.
You like this behave. Remain behave though.
You
Remain
that is
behave
the
all of this show.
You that's in the who.
All right, Lagos, let's take a quick breather. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Listen to hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious, Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on The Evening Rush.
Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still Evening Rush 90.3 Voice of the People of FM. So let's get straight, before I start rapping, let's get straight to the meat of the conversation. Okay, we did tell you of the hot topics that we have this hour. So the first one I line up is federal government, federal appellate judge has died as processes for his elevation to the Supreme Court commenced. That is the process that is supposed to promote him to the Supreme Court. From appeal court to the Supreme Court. That process is supposed to promote him, is going on when he now died. May he so rest in peace. So judicial sources told newsmen that Joseph Shagbo Ike passed on yesterday evening in his hometown at Makudi. He was 65 years old. So Mr. Ike was the president of the Port Harcourt division until he suddenly slumped before his family members and was promptly pronounced dead, according to sources. A spokesman for the National Judicial Council did not immediately return a request seeking comment about the development today, Thursday afternoon. His death came weeks after political opposition in Ogun State. Okay. His death came weeks after political opposition in Ogun State accused him of taking cash bribes to uphold the controversial re-election of Governor Dapo Abiodun, who already has a notoriety for corruption and abuse of office. Just so you don't understand this, let me break it down in pidgin English. They say this judge will die. Just few weeks after we be say some people sama accusation put on head say this Oga judge been collect bribe from Governor Dapo Abiodun, the governor of Ogun State, to make sure say in they retain am for power, say make the judge to use past judgment to use make am retain power, even though when they talk say even though say they know say e get as election use waka and the way we be saying they use do things for this in the wrong things for the state, people not like am like that. This is according to the report. I didn't say it myself. That's what the report says. So Mr. Ikeg led the panel that upheld a lower tribunal decision, which was hinged largely on a technical claim that the opposition People's Democratic Party described as purported. Now, the initial certification of Mr. Abiodun by Electoral Office INEC. Let me take that again. They said Mr. Ikeg led the panel that upheld he was the leader of the panel that upheld the governorship election tribunal decision, which was hinged largely on a technical claim that the opposition People's Party described as purported the initial certification of Mr. Abiodun by Electoral Office INEC. That is, they say, as a result of technicality, tribunal use give the judgment in favor of Dr. Abiodun. And this appeal court judge, also uphold the technicalities. We say they use give the judgment. He was joined by another judge on the 3-member panel. The last judge, Jane Esienwon Inyang, dissented in the matter. That one saying he no go agree, so he no agree talk, he no agree pass the judgment like that, saying there was no justification for upholding Mr. Abiodun as governor. So he said no, whatever the tribunal did by upholding Dr. Abiodun as governor, I no agree, so I no go follow uphold in governorship. The matter was promptly appealed to the Supreme Court by Ladi Adebutu, Mr. Abiodun's main challenger in the March 18 governorship poll. Judiciary Watchdog said the ruling was among the most controversial of election petition verdicts so far this season. In case you don't understand, let me break it down again. They say people where they carry eye the torchlight using concern our judgment them for inside this country don't talk say this particular judgment to this oga pass now one of the most controversial judgments we get as it take be for inside the country. That's what they said. Mr. Abiodun denied all allegations of judicial interference, and family and friends described Mr. Ikeg as a thoroughbred jurist who lived his life delivering justice to the Nigerian people. An NJC official confirmed an outstanding petition but declined further comments on the matter. Mr. Darlington, let's give a brief history. The judge was born in 1958. Mr. Ikeg was on the list of judges due for elevation as associate justices of the Supreme Court. There were about elevating some judges from the appeal court to the Supreme Court, and an exercise kicked off days ago and was expected to be completed before December 31, 2023, but unfortunately he's no more. May his soul rest in peace. Mrs. Darlington.
So some mischievous people are attributing this to saying this is the judge's karma. Mr. Darlington, do you think that this is a karma in any way?
No. Well, I don't know, Mr. Darlington, but nobody should glorify.
Is that not even too brutal to talk about?
Anyway, once again, good evening, my listeners and viewers. You see, when things like this happen, what you just said will come into the mind of many people, especially considering what is surrounding the judgment of that judge. You cannot rule it out in the minds of people. But the question is, a man at that height, if something like that happen, you'll be suspecting high blood pressure. You cannot be far from it. But let us go back to the ruling. My dear, sir? Should a judge die and you begin to talk of all the bad things he has done while on seat, it is not proper, because when you have given the wrong judgment for whatever reason, when things like this happen, people will be jubilating and you think that they are heartless. But when you are passing the wrong judgments, you didn't know that you are hurting people. So if they see an opportunity to celebrate whatever happened to you, will you blame them? That is the truth. Your judgment to hurt people, and from all indication, that judgment was wrong. What technicalities are you talking about? What technicalities that you make you to miscarry justice? The other judge that said no, I won't be part of it. You mean he didn't know what he was doing? It is a lesson, no. It's not about whether somebody will die, everybody will die, but what would be said when you die? That is the most important thing. Precious, that is the most important thing people don't bother about. You have done a lot of things that have put people into problem because you have the power, you are in authority. You forgot that tomorrow will come. It's unfortunate. Seriously. If he had done well in his judgment, will anybody be talking about it in this way? Nobody. So, I don't know whether other judges will learn their lesson, but that is the reality. Even slopping and dying is strange. Very, very strange. Whatever anybody say, I would not blame them. They have their own opinion. But I'm saying that it's not about that. It's about what happened when you die. It's important. That's where I'm concerned.
All right, promise to the next conversation.
Yes, on a new development, Aido Peterside, president and founder of ANAP Foundation and ANAP Jet, said that investors who cherish the rule of law are being replaced by those who partner with politicians. He made this known via his Twitter handle on Thursday while addressing a report by the cable that Procter & Gamble is halting local production. On Tuesday, during a presentation at the Morgan Stanley Global Consumer and Retail Conference in New York, United States, Andrew Scruton, Chief Financial Officer of P&G, disclosed the company's plan. Scruton said that P&G, producers of Pampers, Always, Oral-B, Ariel, and Gillette, will end the production in Nigeria and switch to an import-only model. P&G's change in the operation model followed that of Sanofi and GlaxoSmithKline, both of which have also transitioned to a distribution model by winding down their production operation. Peterside said the existing investors favor the rule of law, policy consistency, macroeconomic stability, and a level playing field to operate within a business environment. And the investment banker, who is also the chairman of the Stanbic IBTC, said that the investors taking over, however, know how to game the system through waivers and exemptions. So he's saying that those who are leaving, who are exiting, are the people following the rule of law in the country, and those who are staying back and still, running their business are the people who knows how to play the game in politics in the company, in the country rather. Mr. Darlington, what's your take?
Something serious is happening. Precious and Promise. Something serious is going on in Nigeria. Did you notice that surreptitiously, some individuals in this country are trying to own the country by promoting their own businesses, bringing in their own businesses, and then supporting them?
And he even said further that, I'm going to quote him now, he said, those who stays are being replaced only, or those who exited are being replaced only partially by investors who know how to partner with politicians and game the system through waivers, exemptions, etc.
Exactly. I am telling you this thing. Go and check. Underground. They are going to dominate all the businesses in Nigeria.
So politicians are partnering with companies
through their cronies. They are owning all these companies by proxies. So that at the end of the day, you will see some people working somewhere, but they are working for somebody. That is the reality of what is happening now. They want to dominate every business in Nigeria. They will bring in their own investors from abroad, then support them with all the finances they need, so that they will stay in business here in Nigeria and be doing whatever they like as long as they are supporting them. But nobody will see these things. I am raising the alarm now because that is the reality. It's not about Peter Otedo saying it. It is the reality. If the man of that height can raise this alarm, you will now know what is going on. Is it fair? Precious, you people will not talk now. This is what is going on now in Nigeria. Why are people pulling out?
And these companies exiting, people are losing their jobs.
Why are they pulling out?
We're talking about the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria already.
So most of these companies, like Procter & Gamble, is saying that they're going to, go get into importation. But the federal government may also increase import duties because there's also
it will not affect
to 951 naira per dollar. Will that not affect them? Because by the time import duty is increased, at the end of the day, they will pay more to import their things.
And that means so won't that boil down to the consumers?
No,
the people buying more.
There are some goods they are going to give them waivers according to their new rules.
Oh wow.
So it will be better for them to import those goods and avoid those taxes. You don't get
instead of manufacturing.
Do you think they are stupid by telling you they want to go into importation? They have looked at the investment climate. They know where their bread is buttered.
So
they will go for importation.
It is said that around about 5,000 people are going to lose their job if Procter and Gamble leaves Nigeria.
Not just the entire Procter and Gamble. There's a particular factory that Procter and Gamble opened. I think around there's this area in Lagos State where that factory is supposed to actually employ about that 5,000. So it's not like the entire
more than one factory.
And Nigeria is losing about 310 billion naira with this kind of exit of companies.
Oh yeah,
in an economy that is already suffering.
We are like those who said that a Messiah has come. It's very painful. Precious is very, very painful. I don't know how Nigeria opened their eyes and entered into this one chance.
Oh no, Mr. Darlington. So let's go straight to the next conversation.
It's very painful.
For you hoping for Messiah and those who hoping for the Messiah to come. So maybe the miracle is on the way, as the PDP, NNPP, and 5 other parties have formed a coalition. This is according to the report for those who think that that's a thing for them. 7 opposition political parties and yesterday on Wednesday formed a new coalition to improve democracy in the country. And the coalition of concerned political parties was established in Abuja during a meeting of political party leaders in the National Secretariat of the Social Democratic Party, SDP. And then the People's Democratic Party, PDP, African Democratic Congress, ADC, Social Democratic Party, SDP, People's Allied Movement, PAM, New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, Young Progressive Party, YPP, and Zenith Labour Party, ZLP, constituted the coalition. According to reporter Atiku Abubakar, the PDP presidential candidate expressed concerns about the country becoming a one-party system country, one-party state, while entertaining delegation of the Inter-Party Advisory Council in November. So you do recall, Mr. Darlington, that Atiku had raised that concern. In fact, had accused APC of sliding the country or tilting the country towards just one-party system. And then he also did appeal that Obi and the rest of them should join him, and Kwankwaso and the rest should join him, whilst they form a formidable opposition force against the APC. Even though Peter Obi and Labour Party backed out, Kwankwaso and the rest of them have gone ahead now to form this coalition. What do you think about it? Do you think it's a step in the right direction?
It will not work.
Why?
Precious.
Sir?
What APT did to get into power, this coalition, do they have it? They don't have it. Our politics is not about coalition or voters. No. It is not. I'm telling you. Unless the coalition are ready to match APC, Togri for Togri, Agbero for Agbero, money for money.
Mr. Darlington,
were you not here?
Mr. Darlington, you cannot say things that you don't have proof.
Okay, fine. Please, were you not here during the last election? You saw what happened in Lagos here.
What happened?
What happened? You're asking me. No, you're asking me what happened in Lagos here.
Just yesterday.
Who benefited from what happened in Lagos here? Was it not APC?
There was a story. There was a story yesterday about someone being sentenced for electoral fraud here in Lagos. A particular party member was sentenced for electoral fraud in Lagos. I'm not going to mention the party's name, but you know the party. So Mr. Darlington may not be far from
so you're not affirming what he's saying.
Precious, you cannot pretend not to know. That thing was a very big that was why these people came into power. That was the only reason why they came into power, no other reason. And you are telling me it does not matter. If people were punished in Lagos for what happened, at least we will say, okay, we have hope. This one now is just one out of thousands of them that they unleash on the innocent public. Is that not how they got into power? Mention any other way. Did the Nigerians vote for them? No, tell me. And you are telling me you are going to coalesce. If you don't have the power of the purse, you were even here when they were paying some party agents. They paid them money, especially Labour Party agents. They paid them money. Is that a fabrication of propaganda? Because they have the power of the purse. So if the coalition doesn't have it,
but
let
Mr.
them not base any success.
APC originated from coalition, from parties like ACN, right? Yes. And other minor parties too.
I have told you here, if you are going into such a battle, because that is what Nigerian politics is all about now. The man told you that you grab it, seize it, and run with it.
Promise, please take us through the next conversation.
Mr. Darlington,
please. Mr. Darlington, promise, take us through the next conversation, please.
Can you imagine? Am I the one that said it?
Mr. Darlington, promise, please, next conversation.
I'm on it. So former Emir of Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, has called for the audit of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC. He made this known during the Bank Directors Association of Nigeria conference in Abuja on Wednesday. Sanusi said the country needs to shine the light on NNPC in the areas of revenue generation and oil production. The finance minister, he said, quoting him, cannot tell you because he doesn't have a metering system that reports to him. He said the finance minister cannot tell you that today this is how many barrels of oil that we produce and export here. He can only rely on NNPC telling him those barrels are revenue. They belong to the finance. We have been talking about this for 10 years. We need a metering system. He went on and on and on about this.
All right. Okay. So, Mr. Darlington, I mean, first of all, are you surprised that with all the cry for corruption in NNPC and the probe of NNPC and subsidy regime and all that, Melekere was still was still reappointed? Are you surprised that he was?
I am not.
Sorry, you said what?
I am not. You're not surprised that Melekere I am not at all. That man was the man that registered NNPC while he was in the university. You don't know his story, Abi? If I talk now, you say no. That man, in fact, they kept the position for him until he finished university. He registered NNPC while as a student in this country.
How? How did it happen?
What did it happen? How? Oh, you don't know that they plan ahead. You think that some of them are like you, some people who don't look forward. Melekere knows the history of NNPC more than any other person. He registered NNPC while as a student in this country.
NNPC is a government body. How did he register it as an individual?
I said he was ready. It was he who registered it.
How?
Why are you asking me how?
You're on public radio. Say it now. You're claiming something. So tell us now. Let's know. If you have a proof and a history to the claim you're making, let's know.
There are information available to some of us. Even Melekere is aware. Precious. When this NNPC was registered, they looked around, and because they say he read the geology or whatever, they now picked him while he was a student, and that was when they contracted him. He started with Dukoilo. I hope you know that. He was the one that was contracted to register NNPC in this country. That position is occupying was kept for him. So it has been a long-standing issue. That is why he had dominated that place.
So nobody else was qualified.
Well, you can see it. With all he has done, he's still there. Why are you asking this question?
Is it not obvious? Verifiable?
No, hold on. You are seeing something and you are asking question. Why is he still there with all he has done?
What did he do?
Did you know? Do you need the Sanusi to tell you this?
So
since Melekere has been heading the PC, tell me one good news that has come out from there.
Hold on, let me finish the story. Sanusi further said that President shouldn't be Petroleum Minister. He said in Nigeria, he said, I'm quoting him, let me advise that the idea of the president being Petroleum Minister, the last president was Minister of Petroleum for 8 years. When he was the governor, he's saying that when he was the governor, we had a Petroleum Minister. So when we talk about NNPC, I could attack Desiani, he's saying. Now, nobody can talk about Petroleum Minister. In 8 years, if you are talking, they will say you are attacking the president.
Exactly.
So you cannot ask questions.
Exactly. That's my worry. There are some people, you can't talk about what they have done. Even when you want to say it on radio, this is public radio, don't say it. Did you have your facts? What Buhari did in NNPC, are we not supposed to ask questions? What did they do? Look what he did with this Melekere. Are we not supposed to ask questions because he was the one heading that place? He is supposed to have left with Buhari, considering what he has done in NNPC. Precious, NNPC is supposed to be a private liability company. Is that not
true? So what is even so special about the Petroleum Ministry that the president?
That is where your money is coming. That's your cash cow. That is your highest foreign exchange.
When other countries are even, going to renew
diversifying,
diversifying their energy.
Your own now, the DTC, they have already removed their hand from me. Yet that place is operating as a government property. Can't you see the contradiction, that illogicality? That place, they told you that they have invested from it, that is now a private company, yet government is expecting revenue from them. Who bought shares from that company? Mention one Nigeria who have bought one share from that NNPC. And Melekere is there. So they have stopped bringing revenue to the government. Rather, they say government should be paying them money. A private liability company. And you are still asking questions. I said the day that somebody will go and probe NNPC, you will shed tears to hear what has happened there. Go there. Go and see the staffing. Go and see the staffing organogram. Go and see what is going on there. Do you need a Sanusi to tell you that Menekari should leave NNPC and go? Do you need? His record is not palatable. Look, other places where you have petroleum industry, other countries that are members of OPEC, go and see how their own petroleum industry operates, especially Saudi Arabia. One drop of oil like this is accounted for.
How is it possible that we do not account how many barrels of oil we produce in a day? You are asking me how many barrels of oil we export in a day? How are these things not accountable?
Because corruption has taken over the place. That is the simple interpretation, nothing else. Are you telling me that the technology other people are using to monitor their oil industry, Nigeria cannot afford it? They know when they bring it, it will expose them. That's why they don't want to. Deliberately, that there is no discussion about this. We know people, other countries that have using this their oil resources to lift up their country. What did we get from NNPC since it was established? Look, since the time Buhari was the chairman, the first chairman of NNPC was Buhari. Under his watch, a $2.8 billion disappeared. When they wanted to probe it, 2 weeks into the probe, it was Senior Saraki, who wrote the letter from Midland Bank before the National Assembly. When they wanted to probe how the $2.8 billion disappeared. You know what is $2.8 billion in 1979? When they started probing it, that was during the Second Republic. The man from Midland Bank, the bank manager, said yes, that they received such a money, but they don't know the identity of the person. And Buhari was the chairman of NNPC that time. They were asking, they wanted to find out what happened. 2 weeks into the probe, Shagari was overthrown. Till today, did anybody mention that thing again? Till today, that $2.8 billion, did anybody talk about it?
But Buhari came into office in 2015, with the campaign of being incorruptible. So if this claim,
you are still talking about that,
okay, so Mr. Darlington,
you are still talking about that.
Let's go to the
next after what has happened, you are still talking of it.
Can we go to the next conversation, sir?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right, moving forward. Gunmen have killed no fewer than 12 persons, with several others sustaining various degrees of injuries in fresh attack on Ain and other communities, such as Ayilamo, Loza, and Beji in Logo local government area of Benue State. The attackers, according to them, are alleged to be armed herdsmen. Now, it was gathered from, that usually from dependable eyewitnesses that the renewed attack, which were unprovoked, started last week Monday, with the killing of 3 innocent persons. The sources further added that the killings continued up until Wednesday and then Sunday, with about 9 persons losing their lives. The fleeing eyewitnesses who pleaded anonymity said, apart from invading houses, the attackers blocked Ain, Loza, and Beji roads in broad daylight, Koro daylight, killing more people and collecting various sums of money from helpless villagers in broad daylight and no security to help them. It happened. They called on Benue State government to provide security for the defenseless people of Ain and its environs, who are currently under severe attack. According to him, the herdsmen carried out the attacks on a daily basis in the last 2 weeks without interruption from security operatives. I am surprised that I have not heard the governor of Benue State speak up on this. We know how the G5 governor Tom was, in fact, he became like herdsman governor because it was always cry and complain about these attacks by herdsmen. And now they have a governor who is of the APC extraction, by the way, the ruling party extraction.
He's also a priest.
Who is also a priest, by the way. And we've not really heard him complain, because it's like these complaints are just from the people, and then we've not really had any media outcry by the government of Benue State. Mr. Darlington.
You see the story of Benue. I wish that somebody would be bold enough to tell us what is happening in Benue.
But by the way, the Benue State Police Command also confirms the incident, that it's correct.
Yes, they will always confirm. And what did they do?
That they said they've deployed personnel.
Yes, of course, yes. But they did not catch any of them. These terrorists, nobody was caught. Nobody. Is this the first time? You remember when Otom and his state assembly established a vigilante group and then armed them? Precious, they were armed at least to defend themselves and their people. What happened? The former IG Idris, he disarmed them. But Fulani herdsmen will be allowed to carry gun and be shooting innocent farmers. You can imagine. These people that are shooting, carrying this gun, where you mean they are spirits? Tell me, are they spirits? Do you know how many people they have murdered in cold blood? For what? For God's sake, for what? In fact, some of us are tired of discussing about death because it occurs almost on daily basis, and the government is keeping aloof as if it doesn't matter. How can anybody just carry gun and be shooting people for what? In a civilized country?
These are the kind of incidents that will make a particular country, some civilized countries, be on standstill.
What are you telling me? And you want investors to come here? They will come. No, after seeing all these things, they will come. To make matters so, nobody has been brought to book. When they wait and maybe after some shout and all that, they will bring one person as a scapegoat while leaving thousands. The people that are sponsoring this terrorism, can't they get them, expose them and disgrace them? Nobody will do that. But when they see one unfortunate person, they will make news out of it. We have jailed one Fulani man. We have jailed one terrorist. Are they these are just the foot soldiers? Get their leaders, get their sponsors, and this thing will end. But they will not go there. You were here when they crowned one Tojo Bello in Zamfara. All the government officials were there. This is a terrorist that has taken part of the state as his own. They pay royalty to him. They crowned him. Everybody saw it. A terrorist. Why couldn't they arrest that one? The people that Gunmen used to go and meet, which he confessed with his own mouth. Why couldn't they pick them up?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Darlington, let's open the phone lines. Nigerians are itching to jumping on the conversations. The phone lines are now open. 0700.
Before weekend, another one will happen.
No, God forbid.
Okay.
Mr. Darlington, I beg. Not let me say back to sender because I love you. I cannot say back to sender. Don't do that. Let's not go and pray back to sender prayer for you. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 9039. These are the numbers to call. So the direct line to reach us with is 0700 903 903 903, and then the WhatsApp number is 0700 903 9039. Call us right away. Hello, good evening to you.
To make matters so, nobody has been brought to book.
Hello, good evening. Hello. Oh dear. Hello, good evening. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening, please.
Yeah, I'm Kingsley. I'm calling from Yanakwaja.
Kingsley from Yanakwaja, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah. My take is on the judge, the one with the panel judges that died of recent.
Yes, okay. The judge that that they said judged the case for Dapo Abiodun for Ogun State.
Yes.
Go ahead.
In this life, there's nothing to do that he or she will never have a reason. Now he's dead now. He corrected. Will he go with it? No. This is judge the beginning. Others will soon die.
No. Don't say that, Oga. Don't say that. No, now. How can you say that? How can you wish a fellow human dead? No, don't please. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. My name is Jonathan. I'm calling from London.
Jonathan, you're welcome, please.
Good evening, sir. Mr. Darlington.
Good evening, Jonathan. Well done, my brother.
Yes, I greet Promise. I greet Precious.
Hearing, sir. You're welcome, sir.
She's here.
Okay. Let me quickly jump on it. It's too fresh. As it hot.
Don't break your legs, so as you're jumping.
Promise cares. Go ahead.
So you people hold us a duty of care.
Duty of care from Nigeria to London. You will wait forever. It's okay.
So, okay. Regarding the crime in Benue that Mr. Darlington just talked about, let me quickly talk. So, it is unfortunate. Crime has been commercialized in Nigeria.
I'm telling you.
Believe it.
I'm telling you.
Let me. That is the best word I can use, because when you see a crime persist for a very long time, And during the good luck time, people said that Boko Haram sponsor, they are inside the government, and nobody said anything. And since that time up to now, this thing persists. So it has been commercialized. So irrespective of how you want to look at it, some people are cashing out big time because farmers are paying taxes to go to farm, and bandits and kidnappers, they are having a field day. So if you are saying that somebody will arrest somebody, police will collect money and turn and bone that nothing happened. So that is with that one. And about the corruption in NNPC, I was listening to Sanusi, is it today or yesterday, that it's a must, Nigeria must have NNPC minister. So if they are directing attacks, Mr. President cannot continue to be an NNPC minister. So people will now be talking, so you are talking against Mr. President. So NNPC ministry is not a Mr. President office. But because of easy looting, somebody is sitting down. So during the Buhari 8 years, nobody accounts for anything. And people keep quiet as nothing happened. So it will continue. If people don't enforce that somebody must be a minister. So when Mr. President become a minister of NNPC, who are we going to call? Who is National Assembly is going to summon? So let me use the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. In fact, the Precious, the National Assembly invited the Menekiari to come and explain certain things about some money, about 11 trillion or so, that they could not account for. He refused to answer them. They now issued automatic that within 24 hours.
Also CBN. They've been inviting CBN.
They just refuse.
They had to even give an arrest warrant.
Can you imagine?
All right. Hello, good evening to you.
Can you imagine?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
My brother, God bless you.
That's my brother.
Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead. What's your name,
My name is Mr. Madi.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Madi.
The issue of matter, I don't see that it is 100% right. Let me first one person that I will hear from, even if we carry the whole Nigeria, I will not follow you.
Mr. Madi, your output is very, very, very bad. So we can't
clear.
even hear what you're saying. It's not clear. Please try and call us back.
Are you speaking through the phone or?
Unfortunately, we can't hear you, and we have lots of calls to attend to. Apologies. Hello, good evening to you. Hello.
Good evening, Precious.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
I can hear you.
Mr. Jonathan, good evening.
Good evening, John Legend. How are you?
It's John Legend calling, yeah.
You're welcome.
Exactly. Mr. Darlington, let me tell you, death in Nigeria has become a tradition. You understand? And the one thing I want to let you know is that the herdsmen and the Boko Haram, they have come to stay in this country. Nobody can change it. Because if they really want to change it, the 400 people that was given to Buhari, the paper, I didn't know whether the python that swallow money and the same baboon that swallow millions of dollars have swallowed the same paper of 400 sponsors of this Boko Haram and this insurgency that happened in this country. Nobody has been mentioned since that day till now, and they are still telling us that, you are still telling me that who will arrest them because they are in the system. They are the one now ruling the country. Even the Goodluck Jonathan told you that even the Boko Haram are in the army. So who is fooling who here? All this is that's what they are using. They are using them for election. They are using them to work. They are using them for everything. Even in the police, they are there. All the whole sectors, they are there.
Legend, come and be going. If I cut you off now, you say I've cut you off, Abi. Come and be going. People will just come and spew all the things that you spew without facts. If somebody cuts you off now, if they arrest you tomorrow now and say, come and bring proof to all these claims now, will you say it? You will be where? You will be in your house and provide it.
I am telling you, they have already come to stay. If they can stay on the road for hours, nobody came there over them. Are they not come to stay?
Thank you, I appreciate you.
But on a more serious note, why can't these people be arrested when they're operating?
It's painful. It's very, very painful.
You allow people slaughter innocent villagers.
Arrested.
They'll be shouting and crying, and checkpoints will all over the place. They just stay aloof.
But they are the people that have been de-radicalized and reintegrated back to the society.
In fact, it's very you don't blame Nigerians.
And some of them are going back to the crimes again. We are rearresting them for the same crime again.
Good
evening, welcome.
This is me calling for the Keja.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, no. Good evening.
Madam Precious.
Sir?
You see, all the things Ogadan is saying, he's saying the facts. I want to tell you something that happened that was 3 years back ago. This man is nobody mock people that died. This man, they were doing funeral, and some people climbed the podium and say so many things concerning him. He's a nice man, he said this and that. The same people that climbed the podium and mention good things about the man, immediately they step up from that podium, come and start hearing grumbling. They started abusing him. He's a useless man, this and that, because he hurted so many people. You know, now the judge has passed on and people are celebrating. The question here is that what will be his answer when he meets Almighty God? Forgetting what Bible say that vanity upon vanity.
Oga, did you hear that it is an allegation, not a proof? Allegation,
yes,
alleged.
It's allegation. It's allegation. It's allegation. Me and you know what is happening in Nigeria. And I'm precious. I have been to Aso Rock when Yaradua was alive. Somebody took me to Aso Rock. The very first day I stepped my foot there, that's where I know that anybody that is a politician want to be a president is ready to kill. I have been there without being told. If they are fighting war in Nigeria, if you are in the Aso Rock, you don't know what is happening. You don't know what is happening. So whatever that is about the stability is saying, he is saying the facts. That is Nigeria for you.
All right, thank you.
That is Nigeria for you.
Thank you so much.
Pressure, did you remember the woman that annoyed June 12? Justice Ikpeme by 12 midnight. Do you know she's late now? Are you aware? But you didn't know how she died. In fact, I don't want you to know because it was.
You're telling the story already. Now people want to hear. Now
it was a terrible death. I'm telling you. When her corpse around her village, nobody came close because that's the sickness she died from. Even doctors could not. That's why they made it to hush hush. Journalists was not allowed to cover it. It was only one journalist that was able to tell the story. Her body was peeling. That's when the thing peel, it will jump to another part of the body and start disintegrating. I said elders were the only people that did some ritual before they could come. I'm telling you this.
All right, let's go straight to some WhatsApp YouTube messages before we get to WhatsApp messages because we seem to have quite a lot on hand this evening. Okay, says Manzida LinkedIn. Good evening to you. You look gorgeous tonight. They say you look gorgeous. Okay, yes.
Oh yeah, now.
Chuka, that is okay. That's it.
Oh yeah, now.
Chuka Ekwe says, "Good evening, beautiful, precious, and promise. Now God go help us. So there is nothing to say at this point, but pray in 2027 we get it right." And Chima CJ says, "Good evening, my people." Jamitayo Emmanuel says, "P&P, you're looking good." Gogoye Williams says Precious is an they call me that first way you call me. I wish you the same.
I'm telling you,
I wish you the same. Press down, shaking together and running over. I wish you the same. No, the first thing way you call me, but if before you come here I be APC. But that first one I wish you press down, shaking together and running over, because God knows my conscience. Clayton Swanford says, I they always enjoy Mr. Darlington premium violence. I like how Precious used to interject two beautiful. It's a beautiful combo of comic relief for sensitive issues. Is it? Are we giving comic relief? I didn't know I was a
It
comedian.
looks like
BJ says, Precious, I prefer promise to you. You hate the truth. APC lady don't like truth from Mazda Lindsay. Promise. Oh yeah, carry your
people. But giving me bass boost the other day now.
Madrago Nkemakola says, pretty precious and promise. And Oga, God, the precious is good to be optimistic, but there is absolutely nothing to be optimistic about in Nigeria. And you said a lot. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Going back to the phone lines. Good evening.
Hey, Precious. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Greet you.
I greet you too.
Darlington, I greet you.
I greet you, sir. Well done.
And I promise I greet you too.
I greet you too, sir. Welcome, sir.
Darlington, please, I have one question.
Go ahead.
One is all this talk from here to here to here to here. Nothing is actually happening with these talks you guys are giving, because this talk did not start today and it's keep on going on. You are contributing your quota. Other people are saying from every angle in that country, but I have not seen any action anywhere, honestly speaking. So what is the need? What is on this need of all this talking and analyzing you are doing every day? People are talking from here to here. The same thing is still happening.
Don't worry.
It's shocking.
God is listening. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. He's listening to all these cries.
Okay, so if I have to buttress Mr. Darlington's point for once who do agree in this particular on this aspect, see, the more you talk, the more there is awareness. Have you ever had any electoral process or election in Nigeria that has had the kind of awareness this election had? There is more awareness about governance, and not just the election. There is even more awareness about how governance is run in Nigeria now.
Yes.
You know why? Because there is talk, and from this awareness is when it will come the accountability. People will now begin to say, okay, let's know what you're doing with our money. If you don't educate people, you don't talk, how will they know the right thing to demand from people whom they have elected to govern them? So it is working.
And if you don't talk,
honestly speaking, I get what you're saying. I understand you completely. But what I'm trying to say here now is this. Listen, there is no action. I'm not seeing any action anywhere in that country. Believe you me. Yeah. The reason I'm saying this is because the same thing people are complaining every day. This same thing is still happening. My uncle worked in NNPC. You know NNPC very well. He worked there before I left that country. My uncle worked there. Nnamdi Obi. He worked in NNPC before he was late. What I'm trying to say is this. People need to see action, because even police, you people are complaining of that their living situation is bad. They are not contributing also. Okay, who is going to arrest who now? Who will bear the cat in that country? And another thing is that we Nigerians, we can pray, but listen, I'm not even sure God will even be looking down, laughing at some people. I say, what kind of prayers is this? Because the prayers, there's no action to the prayers. Prayers without action is, for me, is nothing.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, so
the discussion is affecting them. They don't have a peaceful night too. They don't sleep soundly because they hear what people are saying.
Okay. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Sir.
The woman leader.
Don't say that.
Let me not put you a party yet.
Don't go there.
Let me not put you a party yet.
Don't go there. If I pray for you, go walk, because God don't say I'm not there anywhere. Don't go there. Welcome.
No, what about if I say the woman leader for Labour Party now? It's good now.
I know where you did go. Yeah, your conscience self no clear. Go call another thing. Your mind self no pure like this. Welcome.
My sister. Good evening. Good evening. Promise. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Well done.
The honorable man, where they talk about CB.
So now maybe the Miss Honorable. Now me no reach honorable.
Miss Honorable woman.
Sir, we don't talk. Say I no one they talk about politics.
Is this Prince Akwachi? Let's be sure.
Yes, so it's Prince.
Okay,
yes,
you're welcome.
It is Prince.
Well done, my brother.
Yes, so my sister. So like I said, Mr. Darlington is
is quite right. I don't, want to even contribute much into politics. However, the only question that I have is that the same thing that they are doing to adults is the same thing she have just introduced into the students. I saw a video today where students were singing "On Your Mandate." We stand. I don't know whose legends they are. Kind of like whatever it is. But it's so sad that all these things are going on in Nigeria. It's depressing. I won't tell you lies. And just to counter the speaker before me that says, "Oh, we all talk and talk and talk and talk." If he doesn't want to talk, he can listen. That's all. But at the end of the day, I'm learning. Like I said, I'm learning every day, and I get to hear, is this not the same, the same thing that yesterday that some gunmen went and stole an election petition from a secretary in Kogi State. Yes. Oh my God! Jesus
so the
Christ!
person who wrote the petition now does not have another copy that you can file to the courts.
Even if you go, the other document they took away.
You have copies of the documents now. Don't you have copies of the documents?
If they say they don't have them.
Well, they will use technicality. You will see now. Before you know it now, they will use technicality. They will say, "Oh, he has overstayed his day." To submit it. Just calculate when they announce the result till now. I think it's almost 14 days or over.
Of course.
You know how Nigeria things are. They will come up and say, "Oh, it was over 14 days or whatever it is." So they will not look at it.
Of all the things they were supposed to steal, it is election material.
And the worst part of it is that how can government go to a government parastatal, a court that I know that if somebody is chasing you, you can run in there and you are safe. But now, no more. What a terrible thing going on. However, I just, like I said, I just don't want to dig into politics, and I just wish you guys a happy Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be waiting for step down because politics. I no get time for politics at all. My BP. My BP is going up. Yeah, I'll wait for step down.
Hold the BP. Thank you so much.
Precious. Are you aware that somebody went to Zamfara and they crowned her Queen of Nigeria?
Oh, so someone asked a question in YouTube. Probably you read it later. It has something to do with what Mr. Darlington is saying.
All right, I'm going back to my calls first. I'll come back to that. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Precious.
Prince of Nigeria.
Well done, ma'am.
Welcome, sir.
My other sister, how you doing now?
I'm fine, my brother. Welcome, sir.
I think you're saying my other brother.
My other brother.
The people's lawyer.
My brother, well done. No, I don't even know whether I'm the people's lawyer because I don't see the people. I just be talking and talking. My people are not listening. They are not doing the right thing. That's why we're in this.
No.
My people perish for lack of knowledge. We have been trying our best. They are not following. They are not following, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad, seriously.
Yeah, change takes a while to happen. Don't worry. We are listening. I'm one of your disciples. I just want to piggyback on something somebody said a while ago. I keep saying Nigeria says they practice the American system of democracy, which is so far-fetched from the truth. In America here, okay. By the way, my name is Sebastian. I'm calling from New York City.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well done. Go ahead.
Well done. Yes. So in America here, you have different ministries, and the president being being in charge of what is it now? He's the head of state, but he did not allot himself another portfolio, just like we do in Nigeria. So how is it that Yes. Where did we get that idea that the president, with all the responsibility that he has, why is he now, in charge of petroleum, the main source of Nigerians' foreign exchange?
Yes,
you're right. So when things go wrong, as it has gone wrong many times. I mean, last year we experienced the importation of polluted fuel that damaged a whole lot of cars. Now, there was nobody that was called to answer anything. So the president being in charge of that office, can you call him to come answer some questions? No. In Britain, you can call the minister, the prime minister, to come and answer some questions. Yes, but in Nigeria, it's like we have a semi-god who is in charge. You cannot talk to him. He's not responsible for anything but to himself and himself alone. And that's not a democracy. We are practicing democracy, but it's not the real democracy. It's like we are practicing democracy for the president, by the president, and for the president. That's democracy. So the people are not carried along. You cannot call anybody to come answer questions when things are going wrong. How is that democracy? How are you responsible to the people in that form of democracy that you are practicing? We are just wasting our time. It's like a playground. It's like a joke. It's like Nigeria is a comedy nation. Season 2, season 3, season 4. That's what we are experiencing every day, and it's not getting better. Where did we get it wrong? That is my question. Have a good weekend, my sister.
Thank you. Before Merry Christmas. Answer to your questions, let's just go straight and read some WhatsApp messages because we have lots of them. So let me run through a few WhatsApp messages very, very, very quick. Why are you laughing, promise? They're giving me buzzwords and you're laughing at me. All right, so this says, good evening, Precious. Upon all the suffering, maltreatment, hunger, injustice, unemployment that Nigerians are receiving daily from their leaders, as if it isn't enough, hundreds of innocent lives are taken suddenly by the same people that are in charge of protecting the citizens, and they called it a mistake. Who does that? What kind of a repeated year in, year out mistake is that? Can a mistake bring back souls lost back to life? And to add salt to injury, the defense minister is still talking and going around without being arrested or resigned his position. This is his wickedness. That's what I did. Where you got it? Did you send in that message? And then this says, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen, you mean over there in the studio. My name is Christian, chatting from Ilasamaja. My own stand in the issue of bad governance and insecurities in Nigeria, to the extent that foreign investors are closing and leaving Nigeria. Yet, Mr. President is boasting of good security and weighing them to come to invest. Okay, God, we hailed you. Okay, and then this says, oh wow, quite a lengthy one here. It says, okay, good evening, P and P. Judges have different views and opinion on any judgment. When the judgment is being delivered, those favored will hail the judgment and those against will cry foul. So who is right now and who is wrong? That's the question. Mr. Darlington, you will answer them later. Imagine 3 billion naira spent at COP28 on frivolities without any profit or benefit. The same way they spent over 500 million at hunger. News has it that P&G is leaving Nigeria and over 5,000 jobs lost is being recorded. I know that P&G big factory at Agbara is the one in Agbara I was talking about. I know that their big factory in Agbara, the Unilever company too, which I've worked with. The same way companies like GSK left, and Augmentin is now almost 25,000 naira. I found it hard to understand why APC keeps choosing compassionate people amongst the good ones to rule us. Same way companies left this country when that okay, all right. I say, gosh, Precious, don't be afraid to speak truth to power. Allow Mr. Darlington to speak. I think you guys should go and visit my YouTube page, Precious Enye TV. That's where you should go to, not here, because this is live terrestrial radio. There are things that you cannot see. He said nothing will happen, Precious. And nothing will happen. Come and stay here and talk the truth and let nothing happen to you. That's how people push people to their death. Come and stay here and talk the truth. That truth that you want to talk, come and stay here. Sit down in the studio and talk it. Let nothing happen to you. Is somebody's life you want to use and look at. Well, good evening, ladies and Mr. Darlington. My name is Greetings, Naimaka from Ejibo. Look at the kind of news we're hearing in Nigeria, and they are good all over the world, looking investors. They're going all over the world looking for investors in Nigeria. And then you said, okay. Then you said, okay, Nigeria running away from the country, while others that are in Nigeria are already running away from the company. He said the NNPC chairman is working with the so-called strongmen in Nigeria. True. My country, Nigeria, is in. Okay, you said a lot. We'll see your message. Thank you so much. Promise just before you go to YouTube. This says, Precious, good evening. You didn't say anything about the Zamfara government recovers 50 stolen vehicles from Governor Masawali.
It was through court order.
Quench the mic now.
It is the court order.
He has actually refused to return.
He said he's not returning anything. He said, we don't give shishi. We don't give shishi. Shishi, and I don't go get. You see from Ijego says, good evening, Mr. Darlington, Promise and Precious. Honestly, we have entered one chance. The only solution to this situation we find ourselves today is roundtable discussion among Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. We could talk on how it will take be. Our problem lies in the foundation of this country. We cannot progress as a country because we are not united. This is why Buhari northernized Nigeria and achieved nothing. Today, President Tinubu may westernize Nigeria, but we may not achieve anything. Tomorrow, an Igbo man may easternize Nigeria, we may not also achieve anything. We have to renegotiate the unity of this country for it to move forward. And then this is Precious. If you don't want Mr. Darlington to speak, don't bring him to your show. Instead of asking him questions with your mouth while closing his mouth with your hands when he's speaking. They say they ask you questions and they cover your mouth. Mr. Darlington, did I come near you? Okay.
But you think my fans are not watching you?
He said, who is sponsoring talks during elections in Nigeria?
I wonder.
He said, is it Nebuchadnezzar? Nigeria, you know I love you people. The way I love you guys. That's why whether I'm tired or not, I'm here every evening because you guys are on the low my hypertension, low potential and middle potential on the reducer for here. But let me read further. He says, or jump the Baptist. Now which of them they cause the higher rank? He said if all fingers point at a particular party, individual, or someone is saying it as it is, you say don't speak. It means you are also in connivance with thug sponsors and nature would judge. Nature will not judge me. May judge people that are doing bad in Jesus' name. Will judge me. Nature will judge me for doing my job. That's how nature will judge me. Okay. Don't be where you are and be pushing buttons. I've told you people. He say who see white and call it black. I don't call white black. He say in the name of trying to hypocritically balance one thing as of. I know they talk again. I'm not reading your message again. Go to court. I'm not reading your message again. And it says, good evening, Precious, Promise, and Darlington. I am tired of listening to your program because anytime I listen, I get more angry. Sorry. What is really happening to our country? Does it mean that they are not hearing what we're saying? They are hearing. Should be the other day. Is he not the spokesperson to someone that came to this team? The spokesperson to someone. So they hear you. So the masses are suffering day by day. In fact, I don't know what to say again. My name is Mrs. Anne from Ajao. Sorry, ma. Sorry. Take it easy. Cool it temper. And then here, this says, dear Precious Promise, it's so unfair that that the way the country has decayed, we need government with strong willpower to do the right thing. We can have all the security agencies with all the big budgets and nothing would happen if we don't do the right thing. Let's take a few calls, Promise, and then we'll go to your YouTube messages. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Hello.
Hi. Good evening, Mr. Darlington, Precious, and Promise.
Faulkner, thank you, Mr. Darlington. So for my birthday, Faulkner gave some money, 150,000 naira he pledged for me to buy, either buy rice or probably I'll just use and buy granite oil and tomatoes and add to the rice that others have given. Yes.
How come your own money is bigger than my own?
I mean, he did not dash me. He did not dash me. Mr. Faulkner is not a dash. He said take and buy food stuff for people because I want to ensure that some people who cannot afford rice to eat rice. And Prince Akwachi said he's giving me 50 bags of 5 kg rice. And your Darlington or Mr. Ola is giving me 3 bags of 50 kg rice. You see, people will have food on 1st of January in my name. I'm so happy about it. Thank you so much, Faulkner. Thank you. You see the way I'm doing accountability. You see how I'm doing accountability on public radio. Don't call me APC woman leader next time.
Some other people.
Don't call me APC woman leader next time.
You know me. I never called you APC woman leader. Never. The reason why I never call you APC woman is that because you do better than everybody else. But I think one thing about it is that
APC people, you can't trust them. We don't know whether she having political ambition.
Mr. Darlington.
You know, it is what it is. But you know one thing, Precious, right? You're doing well because it shows that you care about things that goes wrong in the country. And if everybody in the country can do small piece the way you are doing it, the country will be in a better shape.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's just that people are not really trained to do charity, to understand the impacts of touching somebody's lives. You know, you have to care about the next person, about your neighbor, about who's out there, make sure everyone is fine, everyone is okay. No one's going to be able to afford things that you can afford, but at least that you are doing better. So my contribution right now is that, Mr. Darlington, you've said everything all the time, that this country, it's all about what people understood. And I think people need to shift their whole attention into how governor is being worked and how the Senate operates. It's not just about the president alone. President alone is already selfish in one area. You cannot be the petroleum minister.
And the president.
Senate needs to work on that so that he cannot choose what he wants to become. He has a job already. Let him care about the country and figure things out. Things can get better. We can only pray for good things. There's nothing else really to talk about. We can only talk about enjoying this nice on December. Let's have fun, and those people out there, hopefully everyone stays safe.
Thank you.
Nothing else to talk about, Precious.
Thank you so much, Faulkner. Thank you so much, Faulkner. I appreciate it.
Do you know that if any of these presidents have the technical know-how about oil industry, Precious, I will not bother. I'll be so happy that at least a president.
But President Tinubu has worked in ExxonMobil before. Is that not technical know-how?
Precious, please now.
Mr. Darlington, we need to go for a break.
Did they agree that he worked with them? Is there any employment letter that he has brandished? At least you can't work in such a place without employment letter. Let him present.
Mr. Darlington, we need to go on a break.
Let him present employment letter.
We need to go on a break, Mr. Darlington. So we need to go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll take your YouTube and WhatsApp messages, and then we'll discuss another thing. So, Mr. Darlington, that's what you want to say. You go to Precious Enye TV on YouTube and say it. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Okay, I'll write you.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an evening of jokes by the original owners. It's Comedy Checkup with Baba the Baba, the new me, featuring Wenga Denka, Mandy, Damola, Bow Joint, MC Shooks, Walkie Talkie, Open Seats, Alicology, Dr. Buntu, Sammy Cole, 250GB, FA31, G-Clem, and many more. Special performance by Saxi Nue. Tickets, regular 5K, VIP 20K, VIP couple 30K, VVIP 50K, silver table 100K, gold table 500K. Date Sunday, December 10, 2023, time 5 p.m. Venue, Zaneta Hall, beside 7 Days Adventist Church, Maryland, Lagos. For inquiries, call 080-5237-6699. Supported by Today's Gadget, L2 Concept, Fruitful Vine Resources Limited, Fruitful Vine Cakes, Media Partners, VOP FM. This event is produced by BDB Entertainment.
My people, Kudos Homes don't carry better come again. They don't land gidigba inside Fairview Estate, where they for Odobu Dunike, Enugu State, and them get better New Year and Christmas promo where they on ground. Buy one plot of land inside Fairview Estate for only 900,000 naira, and sharp you go collect free bag of rice. If you can't double and come buy 2 plots, then go add bag of rice plus live chicken on top. If you come finally buy 6 plot of land, then go hammer you with 1 deep freezer and 1 bag of rice. Make you waka go their office at number 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, Lagos State. Make you for buy your own now. You fit green them on top 090-5904-7514. Make I call them again 090-5904-7514. Fairview Estate now just 5 minutes drive from Godfrey Okoye University permanent site. 20 minutes drive from Akani Ibiam International Airport, Enugu. Kudos Homes Limited. Come, make we help you live cooler. How much is money? The award-winning
Lagos, you are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM, and it is still the evening rush. And just before we went on break, we were taking your reactions, messages from the conversation. Promise.
So going back to YouTube, Jeff says, P&G, good evening. Okay, P&G leaving Nigeria will affect mostly our women. And our women go hear them. How will P&G leaving Nigeria affect women? Is it because of the always or the diaper? Which one? Anyway, and Fiaso Maje Kudumi said, good evening, Madam Precious. Please help me ask Mr. Darlington this question. Mr. Darlington, this is the question I said someone asked you. He said, sir, please, does Iyaloja has constitutional right to close people's market in Lagos?
In fact, I don't know.
Is a no question.
He actually asked this question twice.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
So Mr. Darlington said he doesn't know. We don't have time.
Let us ask the father.
Gani Humoko says, Precious, I like watching your program, but if you would be nice, it could be nice if you stop interrupting people and
let them know. No. Say it. Say it now. Why
when they are making their own personal opinions? That is what we call there is something we call freedom of speech.
Yes,
You're not giving people freedom to speak.
Yes. There is freedom of speech, but freedom after speech in Nigeria cannot be guaranteed.
According to one president like that, one
and you
head
know
of
that
that we used to have that he said 8 apple. I don't know the apple.
So freedom after speech cannot be guaranteed, and I want my life to be guaranteed.
says, as it is now, election in Nigeria is match for match because APC is ready to do anything to retain power. And then Liberty Omasa Joan says the country has no, God forbid, our country has not collapsed in Jesus' name. Who said those that okay Obidev says Fisayo Michael Dumi, I really love this is not Magic Kudumi anything, it's not what they said here. This is another thing. And Truman Thinkwell says, Precious, as someone wants to marry you. Precious.
No, I don't want to marry
God's
you.
plan said,
I'm
Precious,
not looking for husband.
Woman leader, you sabi talk. And Udo Lisa Franklin says, Precious and Promise, my senior man Darlington, they won't name. Is it name or nam? You see, sorry, this is he said in name. You see, sorry to say this, but that country, Nigeria, I pity her because the nation is under something you said here, and I don't want to go further. And Truman Thinkwell says, Precious and Promise, I am looking for wife, please.
Oh yeah, it's enough.
You're going to pay for an ad.
I'm not.
So we'll look for a wife for you.
Yes. Mr. Darlington's Ola Darlington has become. Mr. Ola, you've been trying to reach us. So I had to get back to you. I'm so sorry. I'm rigging the election for you now. So go ahead. You can see. Don't call me party women leader already. So don't rig the election. Go ahead.
I really appreciate you.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Make I call you and hear the thing where I want here. Precious. Promise me.
Sir, you people will start paying money for this. I will calling you people. You will start collecting money from you people.
Special greeting to my darling Darlington.
Hey, my own Ola, how is it over there?
I did call here. What can I go do? I manage the listing to VOP.
Well done.
Please, Mr. Ola, do you know why I cherish your call? The day you wept on national and international media house like this, I felt bad. That day, I didn't sleep. I saw a 70-year-old man crying because of Nigeria. He touched my bone marrow. Seriously. Since that day, I cherish this man. He's not here, but he's crying for us. Well, go ahead, sir.
My darling thing, I keep on crying. When I listen to Nigerian news, I cry. I didn't cry for myself. I cry for people over there because I see her family. I see her family there. No matter how I enjoy here, sometimes when I'm eating the food, I can't be able to continue eating when I remember people back home. Can you hear me? Yes. When I'm eating sometimes, the food cannot continue again. When I remember people back home that some people are looking for food they can't eat. That's how we pack the food. Anyway, I'll be listening to you guys. Precious, what I want to say.
Okay.
Eku palemo. You know the meaning?
I don't know.
No.
I have no idea if you just insulted me, sir.
Okay, if I say Eku Palemo, that you are preparing for your birthday.
Oh,
Eku
Eku preparation. How can I forget that Eku is greeting?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, but I want to let you know I senior you for a year and 25 days.
A year and 25 days.
A year and 25 days. Because I will be 70 on 26th of February.
Yours is a month and 25 days. A month and 25 days.
Yes, I get it now.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me my month is not complete.
No, it is. As you're 70 by then,
please, you're not 29 or 28. It's those who have 29 and 28 as their birthdays. I usually have it three times, once in 3 years. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, precious. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
All right. So we still have so many reactions in the studio, but I have a guest with me, and of course, say where man they work now, where they chop. That's what they call it, workshop. A worried man cannot say his workshop. He says his workshop. That's what we call it. So I have Mr. Sunday with me in the studio. Sunday Ukichiku, you're welcome. It's good to see you again today.
Good evening, everybody.
All right. So tell us about Kudos Home. You have to tell us about real estate. Okay. I know is in Lagos, Lagos, Ogun State, and Enugu. I'll be better students. I want day sure I get retentive memory. Lagos, Ogun State, and Enugu. I remember.
Accurate.
Thank you so much.
Once again, my name is Sunday Okechukwu Enyita from Kudos Homes Limited. I'm the marketing manager of Kudos Homes Limited. We are into properties, real estate, buying land, sell land, even sell house. And our office is located in Lagos. And we have landed property, as you said earlier, Lagos, Ogun State, and Enugu State. Our office is at 171 Egbeda Edimu Road, Lagos here.
Okay, so we're talking about your properties, and yesterday I did ask why I had to buy from you. What's the guarantee that I will not buy any land that government to come and tell me you have built on canal, come and remove it, that kind of thing. So you want to put us through that again for the purpose of those who did not join the show yesterday?
I think shortcut is bad. When you follow the right pattern, the right way, do the right thing, I don't think government will just come from nowhere to demolish your building. So, and we as a real estate company, we tried all our possible best to make sure that those kind of things did not come in future, because if peradventure that kind of thing happen, it will affect us more than the buyer. Because it will affect our names, our brand, and then it may end up closing the name of the company, because those
and people, then you may lose more.
Yes, we lose more. So we try as much as possible to make sure that those kind of things did not come to existence.
So there's a guarantee for every property that you're selling.
Guarantee.
Okay, I don't know if you mind if I open the phone lines, because I'm sure some people may want to ask you questions. Do you mind?
That would be very fine. But before we go there, let me quickly run through our properties that we have.
Great. We'd love to hear. Tell us.
Ogun State and Enugu, more especially. So number one is a Kudos Villa located at Okegun, Ibejuleki. That one comes with C of O, goes for 11 million naira. It's a
so the C of O na cash and carry, like they come now. Once you buy,
yes, it's a global C of O. Yes, we have already done the C of O for the whole plot that we have in that particular estate. And the second one is Dew Garden. Dew Garden is in the same location. That one goes for 3.5 million naira. And we have another one at
for a plot.
For a plot, yes. And we have another one at Ishuo Ekpe. That one goes for 700,000 naira. And we have this hot cake, Abowai Kuroju. They are rushing that particular one. Over 100 plots went down in the month of November. So, and I guess where you are,
how much does it go for?
It goes for 650,000 naira, and it will soon go up also. I said before February, the target is to hit 1.5 million based on based on the infrastructure that we are putting in place in that particular.
So anybody who buys now may just sell it double the price.
A good businessman will just queue to that particular one and subscribe to it and be part of the millionaire clubs. So, and the last one we just launched at K2 Ekpe. That one goes for 600,000 naira. And guess what? When you buy a plot of that particular K2 Ekpe, you are going home with a bag of rice. And if you buy 2 plots, a bag of rice and a gallon of oil. And if you buy 3 plots, a gallon of a bag of rice, a gallon of oil, and a chicken.
And chicken.
And if you now do, we are fully prepared. And if you now do 6 plots, you are going home with a deep freezer and a chicken, a bag of rice, and a gallon of oil.
Hey, that is complete take home.
Yes,
you don't marry wife now. I just to give them bed with me. I just to bring bed with me.
So let me hit the Enugu.
Please, we'll like to hear because Enugu is I think it's one of the sweetest cities in the East.
Coast City, a very calm place, and we have that particular product there called Fairview Estate, owned by Kudos Homes Limited, and it's just 5 minutes away from Godfrey Okoye University, and it goes for 900,000 naira. It's less than 20 minutes away from the Akanibia International Airport, and a whole lot of infrastructure is going on in that particular area, and a good businessman knows what happened around university. And if you have a property there, definitely hostel and a whole lot is going down there. So invest now that is still developing, so that you reap big when the development hit that area.
More like make hay while the sun shines, right? All right. Okay, so and Lagos, he said you can ask him questions should you want to know more about these properties. But first of all, give you your contacts and give us your contact numbers. Let's get to.
Okay, the number to call is 090-590-47514. Let me call it again. 090-590-47514. Let me call this particular number 070-460-14663. Again, 070-460-14663.
Okay, all right. So Lagos phone lines are open. If you'd like to ask Mr. Sunday any question, let's you can ask. Mr. Darlington wants to ask you a question. You're fired down.
Please, I want to find out.
Okay.
How do you acquire your property? Is it through community or through government? Because you are a property company.
Yes.
And I guess the property was not originally yours. So how do you acquire these estates?
Okay, it depends. Some of them we acquire them from the community. Some we acquire from the government. It depends. There are some of them that after acquiring from the community, we still pay to the government to finalize. Ask me why. The reason why is that there's some a property that is under government. They just put it there. They just want you, after buying from the owner, that is Omonile or whoever, or the community. Some of the property are owned by community, some are owned by individual family, like some royal family. After buying from them, then you go to the government. If you still need to rebuy from the government, we buy from the government. And if it's the one that we just need to go and do paper from the government, you go and do from the government.
Okay, finally, have you ever had any issue of litigation in any of your property, either from community, from family, or from government?
Of course, it do happens. It do happens. When it happens, we take it up and make sure that it's sorted out in a way that it will not affect our client, because our clients are our priority. That is why I do advise people, if you are buying, make sure that you buy from the real estate company, because if such thing happen, you are not losing a dime. Is either you get your land in another location.
So let's just get it clear. By litigation, he's trying to say that have you had any of your customers take you to court because
no.
That's actually what you're trying to say.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right then. Let's wait for your 0700 903 903 903 or 0700 903 9039, and these are the numbers to call. So moving forward, I wanted to know if you perhaps have some package for people to pay gradually, because
of course,
you know how the country is an economy where gyms.
Our priority is to make sure that everybody have a landed property. That is our priority. So you can start with as low as 100,000 naira and pay the remaining one, either a period of 3 months or 6 months. It depends on you, what your capacity can carry. And you can build any house of your choice in our land, excluding face me and face you and mud house.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, all right. The phone lines are still open. Let's say my phone lines are already buzzing. I know my people. They don't go wait. They must want to ask questions. Sharp. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Hello. Are you there? Good evening. All right, I think I've lost that person already. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. Let's get to know if you have any question for Kudos Home. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Yes, my name is Chidi.
Chidi, where are you calling from?
Surulere.
Chidi, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Where are you calling from?
Surulere.
Surulere. Go ahead with your question.
I just want to know, do they have any property within the mainland in Lagos here?
They said within mainland Lagos.
Not yet now. Basically, now we have Bejuleki. As I said, I mentioned like 2 to 3 properties in Bejuleki. We don't have a mainland now.
Mainland is already built up. You can't find any 1 hectare of land in mainland.
So and you know, real estate we buy in quantity, and you can't get what we want in mainland for now.
It's not possible.
In fact, it's to buy. What do they call them now? It's developers. Because they would rather buy and then demolish. Right? Hello. Hello. Unfortunately, the network is really
okay. While we're waiting on that, let me call that particular phone number.
Please again. Do that. Let them know the number that they can contact.
Our phone number is 09059047514. Let me call it again. 09059047514. Our office is located at 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, and you can visit us on our website www.kudoshomesLimited.com.
Right. Just help me hold it there. Let's see. Let's attend to this person. Hello. Good evening. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, I'm Precious.
Yes, sweetheart. Welcome. You want to ask a question?
My name is Fortune. I'm calling from Okoko, Bribes.
Okoko, you're welcome.
Go ahead.
Okay. I actually have something to say.
Say what you have. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Please. I called and did the first day. So I was actually asking for help. I didn't ask for help that time. And the
okay, so this is a sponsored segment. Okay, you can do me a message, all right? We can talk about that later.
Now, let me ask you: if somebody is paying gradually, and maybe along the line, Nigeria happens to that person,
okay,
what happens to his money? Does it enter June 12th?
No.
What
we don't actually pray for that. And
but it happens.
But it happens.
Prayer will not stop.
Yes. And when that happens, we refund your money. Write us a letter, and we process your money and make sure that your money gets back to you.
Okay, so that won't be an issue at all.
That won't be an issue. And we do go for inspection every day from Monday to.
I'm coming to that inspection. Okay. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, please.
Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Please, this is from Armies of the Living God.
Amen.
I want to thank God because of the program. We've been listening to you, and as a matter of fact, it is important that the world is actually reacting and accepting the positive.
Okay, so sir, I'm so sorry. This is not the right time for this. This is not the right time. This is a sponsored segment. We'll finish this. You can take your calls on that. So you're talking about inspection. Yes. So what is your inspection like? Or what are your inspections like? And first of all, I want to know before you even tell me. Do I have to pay for me to go and inspect properties?
No.
So that means even if I don't have to, even if I haven't made any installmental payment or anything, I can join you to make
we do
on inspection.
Every day from Monday to Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday more especially. And
what time?
From 8 a.m. in the morning. From 8 a.m. in the morning. So you can join us in our office, the address that I mentioned earlier on, and if you
weekends?
Weekend, like I mentioned Saturday.
He mentioned Saturday.
If you are that kind of busy person, like my brother's a businessman that do sales from Monday to Saturday, you can book and make an arrangement. Okay. For inspection on Sunday, like this particular Sunday that is coming now. I have some of my friends that are those are buying and selling. They want to go for inspection. I will specially take them there for inspection.
Okay. And then there's no payment.
And it's for free. And if you cannot come to the office, you just send us your location, closest bus stop that we can pick you, then take you for inspection. And it's strictly free of charge.
All right, so run us through your numbers again before we let you out.
Okay, the phone number is 07046014663. Let me call it again slowly. 07046014663.
Right.
Our office address is 171 Egbeda Idimu Road. Our website is www.kudoshomeslimited.com, and the Facebook Kudos Homes Limited, Instagram Kudos Homes Limited. And if you want to use GPS, type Kudos Homes Limited. Yes. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Sunday, for stopping by. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Okay.
Make sure that you have a plot of land.
They have heard
because if you want to be a lord, you need to have a land so that they can call you
landlord. Away! Flesh and blood is not revealing it to you. All right, Lagos, you heard that. Thank you so much to everyone. Well, ma'am, this is about the size of our package, right? My name is Precious. And thank you to everyone who has made the show a success, and to my producer, Promise. You can catch her up on Instagram at Promise Enyi Official. For me on Instagram, I'm at Precious Enyi Official. Enyi spelled E-N-Y-I. It means friend, by the way. It means that we are your friends, right? So it's Precious Enyi Official on Instagram. Facebook is at Precious Enyi. Twitter is Precious_Enyi. And YouTube, you should go watch Mr. Darlington. He had a lot to say about some issues today, so you should go watch him there. That's why he had to say his mind without interruption, right? Because that's not national TV. So that's at Precious Enyi TV. You dey laugh, Abi? You're laughing at Precious Enyi TV on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Let me say
your parting shot. Go ahead, please.
Nigerians, begin to ask questions. Don't be sentimental about your future. Begin to ask questions. There is fire on the mountain. Begin to ask questions so that tomorrow you will not say you did not hear. Begin to ask questions. Don't make another mistake. Begin to ask questions. That is why you elected them. They are your servants. Ask questions. No matter the tribe you belong, this thing is biting everybody. Ask questions. Good night.
Good night, Lagos.